Welcome to Killer Hope, live at Sundance 2011. I'm Christine Vachon.
I'm Ted Hope.
And we're here with Terrence Howard and Chris Gorham.
From The Ledge, directed by Matthew Chapman.
Yep.
All right.
I just had deja vu.
Did you? Yeah, me too. This is a crazy live show.
So the film has screened already?
Yeah, it screened Friday afternoon was the world premiere.
Yeah, we didn't even screen. We world premiered it.
Yeah.
It was hot.
It was great.
Filled with people.
The Eccles Theater was 1,300 people, scalping tickets for $200 a pop outside.
Excellent.
Yeah, it was great.
We made like 15,000 out back.
Well, Terrence, you've been here before, obviously, and but Chris, this is probably your first time,
It's my first
right?
time, yeah.
So, you know, what does that feel like? How does it feel to be back? And how does it feel to be here for the first time?
I mean, well, to be black is a real great thing.
He's been teaching me a lot about it. He's been teaching me a lot about what it's like to be black.
No, for me, you know, I learned. The first time I came here, I was Terrence Howard, and I was good at it. I was good at me, you know? And then I had these expectations of what Terrence Howard was supposed to be, because you go from the independent, then the studio world says, hey, how you doing? Come over here. And they want you to do an impersonation of Terrence Howard. And you do that for a while, and then you get your ass handed to you, you know, when they're done with you. And then you make your way back to the independent world, and you find Terrence Howard again, and I see all the same smiles, all the same faces, and all the same enthusiasm that I felt a long time ago. So looking at Chris here for the first time, watching him grab his swag, get his swag on. Sundance is beautiful because it reminds you of what filmmaking is about. It's fun. It's called, it was a play, and we're all doing that, but then you get to, you know, get some easy costumes from it, you know, and maybe a new job.
Right.
So
that would be the advice. Remember the fun.
The swag.
And make sure you get some free stuff.
Yeah.
So I always tell producers, the goal of Sundance, don't pay for a meal. That's the goal.
Right.
You enter it, if you do that, you won.
Is that right? I failed at Sundance.
You paid?
I paid for a meal last night. It was my anniversary, though. My wife and I had our 11th anniversry yesterday.
You're allowed to pay for that.
So yeah.
You don't want
I
that
felt
promoted.
I felt like I had to pay for it.
Congrats.
Yeah,
see, and
thanks.
I made dinner for my wife's anniversary.
You did?
The day before that.
That's right.
Because we couldn't get reservations.
But Chris, now that this is your first Sundance, what would be the advice that you gave to someone else coming here for the first time?
You know, I've had such a great time. Like, I feel kind of like I'd give the same advice about anything. It's just be present, just be in the moment and enjoy it. And, you know, try to make some great memories and remember why you're here, which is, at the end of the day, is to promote this movie.
Right.
And get swag.
And get swag. I keep forgetting. He's gonna pound it into my brain.
Get swag.
Those are looking like new boots you got there, Terrence.
Yeah, very nice.
That's swag.
Is it?
That's nice.
Wait, that's your second pair of boots.
No,
I didn't
that's
get
my
any
fourth
boots.
pair of boots.
I'm
a veteran at this.
Learn.
Learn. Yeah, but you know, I mean, really, we're here for the movie, and for me, I'm thrilled. It's my first time being here, and I was so honored to be a part of this film, and seeing it for the first time on Friday was so proud. It's just, it's been great.
Well, tell us a little bit about the movie.
Yeah, the movie, you know, Terrence has a great line about the movie, which I'll repeat and then let him.
Just take next time.
I'm going to steal.
Tip. Next time, do not.
I'm going to steal. But really, it's a love story. It's about true love, and you know, the plot of the film is Charlie Hunnam's character Gavin is on the ledge of this building, and Terrence is trying to talk him down. And throughout the film, you find out why he's there, and it deals with some pretty heavy themes, but it's funnier than you'd expect it to be. And at the end of the day, it's a thriller.
And everybody's got their own personal issues going through the film. Yeah, I want to talk him down from the ledge so I can get back home and deal with this crap I've got going on in my own personal life. Yeah. The sooner we get done with this, the sooner I can get back to my life.
Right.
The sooner that Chris gets himself, Chris is trying to look for his own life inside of the film. He's, you know, he's got to dealing with having particular issues. You know what? You should never drink before doing an interview.
we actually find it goes much better with a little bit of alcohol.
Well, it's one of the reasons.
Take it away, Chris.
I got it. Listen, if you want me to talk about me, I can do that.
You talk about Chris.
It's one of the reasons I was so excited about playing this part, because it's a small part in the film. It's not a huge part of the movie, but it's a very important part of the movie. You know, my character. No, well, and this part really isn't small.
No, it's the catalyst for the entire damn film.
Yeah, it's a beautiful character, and he's the catalyst for the whole thing because he's gay, he's HIV positive. And
moves in with a heterosexual guy. In today's community, you know, I've got some gay friends, but I would have a hard time being single, moving them in the house because of what everybody might say. So it's like, Gavin is so beautiful in the fact that he's just genuine and he cares. You know, go ahead.
Yeah. So because of how Chris is treated at a dinner party by Patrick Wilson's character, is really what triggers the events for the rest of the film. And then, you know, I have this great C story throughout the movie of this guy who has some real issues in his life, but is still optimistic and is still looking for love and looking for acceptance. And he gets denied, but he keeps a smile on his face and he keeps moving forward, and it's not going to break him. You can see the pain, but it's not going to break him.
He goes to his rabbi to ask about, you know, getting married to his boyfriend.
And Gavin's trying to warn him that it's not going to happen, but you know, he believes in the better angels of everyone, and you know, and he's disappointed.
And Patrick has turned to religion and fundamentalism because he was unable to control his own particular life. Yeah. And oftentimes people turn to religion for those reasons. They're looking for a purpose and a reason to say, I'm going to do the right thing. I'm going to do the right thing for this reason. But the right thing is loving each other, you know? It's accepting each other. We're all brothers at the end of the day. We're all made from the same DNA, and we all have the same thoughts and go through the same BS. And as long as we remember that, and it's like, okay, you're having a bad day today. I had one yesterday. I'm going to give you a little space. Instead of doing that, we have a tendency to judge and try and keep somebody down, and we don't need to do that. We are all connected.
But we only get to show that in independent film.
In independent film.
You know, Christine and I have come to Sundance for about 20 years. And in the beginning, we would never hope to be able to get actors like you in our films. You know, and then, you know, in the post-pulp fiction world, you were able to get lots of folks. And, you know, people, you talk to talent management and they'd say, well, we want to make sure that they do one Hollywood film and keep their indie cred by doing this. And now, you know, the thing with you guys, you know, since Terrence also came from television, you're doing the show now, you know, that kind of, in that same way that once it was just indie film in Hollywood, now it's also television, film, indie film.
Voice work, whatever. I mean, right now, being in the entertainment business was a dream. Everything else is a job inside of the dream. But we're still living the dream as long as we're still in the entertainment business, you know, and you can't put the faux pas and the stigmas on top of you thinking, well, if I'm not doing a big budget movie, I'm not accomplishing anything. No, the big budget movie, you should do one big budget movie for every 5 independent films.
Hear, hear. Hear that, all of you other actors out there? That's the rule. I think it's true. It's true. I find, you know, it is hard work getting a movie made, harder work to get it seen these days. The conditions are never good. You know, luckily, I have some good friends that, you know, kind of keep my spirits up at times. Are there things that you've encountered that help reinforce you? I've got to do these 5 indie films, or yes, I'm going to leave my paying gig to make sure I go, you know, make tiny little money and live in a flea bag hotel for a while, but I get to do this type of character. What is that? Where do you find that inspiration to keep?
Well, I mean, I think there's 1,000 different reasons for why you go and do a movie, especially.
10.
Yeah, okay, 10. One would be the script, the director. The DP is someone that you'd love to work with. The other cast members are someone that you love to work with. It has themes. I've got 5.
You took this because of Terrence.
I'm trying to. No, I was in it before Terrence. Terrence, I think, probably took it because of me.
Yeah,
I think. Let's just say that's true. And no, there's lots of different reasons you do it. And then, you know, you get there and you really don't know what you're going to find. And sometimes it turns out great, like this did, and sometimes it turns out really not great, and you do the best that you can.
Right, sure.
But it's the challenge is the sixth one, the challenge of being in a situation where you can't control it and you don't know what the outcome is going to be. The seventh one is being able to provide the special effects yourself, able to provide your own magic. You know, the eighth one is knowing that you're doing something from the heart. You know, 9 would be, you know, just not giving a fuck.
Well, getting to be true, you know, as opposed to the impersonation that you were talking about.
Yes, because I mean, everyone, for some reason, we end up doing an impersonation of ourselves. And the final one is knowing that you inspire somebody else.
Right.
That you can go on and do something. You don't have to follow within the constraints of what's expected of a successful actor. You know, be an artist. It's just being allowed to be a simple artist that makes all the difference. Because that's what I see in the mirror. That's what I see when I look at you. I see the artist in you, I see the artist in you, and all of us are here because we want to be an artist and we want some swag.
Now, I've only done a little swag in my life, you know, and it's actually come from my Twitter feed.
Has it really?
You know, like stuff that's come.
How many followers do you have?
Today, I think it's probably, I'm closing in on the 9,000.
No, that's pretty good.
It's not bad for a producer.
Not bad at all.
How about you, Chris?
I've got 33,000, which is okay, but
yeah, I know.
Zero swag.
But, you know.
So believe me, my followers are going to hear about it in about 5
Make
minutes.
sure you tweet about the show.
Yeah, I already did.
Do you use Twitter, Facebook, any of those?
I don't even know how to email. I'm an old-fashioned guy. I damn near carve out shit on the stone.
I've definitely had agents say to me, like, you can't email this actor. He does not know how to use it. But you can text him. That's the one thing he's learned.
I can text him.
I
can text.
Like, actors can all text because it's good on the set.
Yeah.
So, and what do you use Twitter for? I mean, just to reach out to your fans?
Yeah, you know, I started out, I really liked it just because it was so easy.
Right.
And it was a way for me to talk about things that I want to talk about, be it, you know, a project, which is, you know, just to promote something that I believe in or I want to talk about. But also, you know, sometimes I can be a little political on my Twitter feed, and I can talk about whatever, things that I like. If I go and see a movie that I like and I want people to know about it, want to do my part to try and
It's not good to Twitter, though, when you're schizophrenic.
Or drunk.
No, that could be bad. Really confusing for your followers, too.
Twittering under the influence.
Yeah.
But I do always try to get my friends' phones and, you know, go to their accounts and send one out. Usually about Christine.
And Liv Tyler, I've got to take this moment. She brought her genius to this film. Yeah. She's incredible. She's really, you know, the most elegant piece of theatrical work in the entire film. Chris, you killed it. You know, I think I did a good job. But Liv, you know, she poured so many levels and layers of true feeling into the movie that you really ride through the movie, you know, through her hope and her anxiety and her despair. You know,
you really see it in actors, you know, when folks have access to their heart and emotions. Like, Liv is such a lovely soul. I got to work with her this year on Super, and her being just permeates her
She's real.
presence.
Yeah. No impersonation.
Yeah.
No impersonation. And that her and Matthew, his welcome back into this world, because for the last 20 years, he's just been writing for, you know, other directors to have a great name. You know, and it's nice to see him step back in this world and to ask these important questions, and then for us to be on the same ride with him. He used us as the colors for his return, so we're really pleased about that.
That's great.
That's cool.
Well, thank you so much, and good luck with The Ledge.
Thank you.
And thanks for being with us.
Don't jump.
Okay, and do me a favor. Buddha's hand scares the shit out of me.
Has anyone tried that? How do you?
Well, somebody has, because it's.
You just put it in a drink?
Terrence is going to go put it in his drink right now. I think.
No, I was going to put it someplace else.